Here's the answer for day 3, problem 1. Write the prime factorization of the number 72. Write 72 as a product of prime numbers. The technique is to divide 72 by prime numbers until we can't divide anymore. The first prime number is the number 2, and because 72 is even, it will divide by 2. When you divide it by 2, here's what you find out, that 72 is equal to 2 times 36. Now 36 will also divide by 2. So when you divide it by 2, you find out that 36 is 2 times 18. But 18 is also divided by 2. So when you divide it by 2, you find out that 18 is 2 times 9. Now 9 is not divisible by 2. The next prime number after 2 is the number 3. 9 does divide by 3. So this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 is the number 72. This is a product of prime numbers. It is typical to use exponents when factors are repeated. So 2 to the third power times 3 to the second power is the prime factorization of 72. Day 3, problem 2. Find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple of these two numbers. The greatest common factor means the greatest or largest factor that's common to both numbers. For example, 5 is a factor of this one and this one, but is 5 the largest common factor? Or consider that 10 is a factor of 50, but is 10 a common factor? Is it a factor of 125? 25 is a factor of 125, and 25 divides into 50 as well, so it's a common factor. But is 25 the greatest common factor? To help us get the greatest common factor, let's prime factor these numbers. 125 is equal to 5 times 25. And in turn, that is equal to 5 times 5 times 5. The number 50 is equal to 2 times 25, or in turn, 2 times 5 times 5. By prime factoring, that will help us to get the greatest common factor. Is 5 common to both? Yes, there's a 5 here, and over here there's a 5. So in our GCF, it's going to include a factor of 5, but there might be more. Is another 5 common to both? Yes, there's another 5 here and over here. So let's put another 5 in our greatest common factor. This one has a third 5. Does 50 have a third 5? No, it doesn't. The common factors are a pair of 5s. 5 times 5 is the number 25. The greatest number that divides into 125 and into 50 is the number 25. That is called a GCF. Now LCM is a little bit different. What is the least, meaning the smallest, multiple common to both numbers? The first multiple of any number is itself. For example, the first multiple of 125 is 125 times 1, which is 125. The first multiple of 50 is 1 times 50, just 50 itself. The second multiple of 125 is 125 times 2, which is 250. The second multiple of 50 is 50 times 2, which is 100. The third multiple of 50 is 50 times 3, or 150, and so on. What is the first multiple that we would reach that's common to both? Because we prime factored, that can help us find the least common multiple. Take every factor from the first number, the 5, and the 5, and put them all in the least common multiple. Now go over to the prime factorization of the other number. We've already included a pair of 5s. We have them here and here, but we haven't yet included the 2. So put that in your least common multiple as well. Now multiply all of these factors together, and the result will be the least common multiple. 5 times 5 times 5 was 125, and you times by 2, and you get 250. 250 is the LCM.